Hi, welcome to the Paris Show. On this very episode, we have the icon, Kate Mayer, DJ extraordinaire, producer, also curator of Dollhouse Mix City as well, former mayor. Kate Mayer is the icon that you're about to see right now. Now I welcome someone who has many strings to her bow, a DJ, artist extraordinaire, producer, curator of Dollhouse and Mix City and former mayor as well. She's known for bringing all the energy, the vibes, the representation to the dance floor, curating standout events, championing emerging queer talent across the UK music scene as well. Hi Kate, how are you doing?
Hi Paris, I'm well thanks. Thanks for having me on your show today.
Do you know what? This set just feels like really cool, kind of industrial nighttime vibes, right?
It's got that proper warehouse club feel to it, hasn't it? I love it.
Speaking of music, you've got music, you're DJing, you've got all these different nights as well. You've got Dollhouse, and you've also got Mix City as well. So I'm guessing there'll be one that's up and coming very, very soon that we can perhaps go to.
There is indeed, yes. So next event coming up for me will be Dollhouse. We're doing that during the Sparkle weekend in Manchester, and it's just such a special moment. Dollhouse is an event where we platform trans performers. It's aimed at the trans community, and it's just, there to bring people together. It's very special, so I'm really excited for that one in June. It's
queer joy, it's trans joy, you've got your music. I really love that as well. And is this something that is currently based only in one location, or are you kind of like bringing it across the UK?
So they are, at the moment, they're sort of based and rooted in Greater Manchester, but the aspiration is to take them on tour across the UK initially. So yeah, we've got events coming up in Manchester, in Todmorden, just up the road, and then we will see where we go from there, essentially. But I'm keen to tour the big cities, across the UK initially to sort of drive that inclusive message that both Dollhouse and Mix City bring with them. And then, we'll see what happens from there.
Scotland, Wales, Ireland. Imagine like how something like this event can change people's lives, because representation, as we know, being in the LGBTQ+ community, representation is so important, feeling seen, having opportunities, because it's not always where we're thought about first. This is going to change so many people's lives in sense of, oh, there's this event where I actually feel safe and included to go to. How important was it for you when kind of going through the stages of like, right, I want to create something? What was going through your mind? And then also, not only what was going through your mind before creating this, actually seeing it come to life, how has it made you feel?
Yeah, so I think for me, it's important that in anything I do, any events I run, nights I curate, all of those sorts of things, that I give the community that space to sort of show what they can do and to thrive. And I guess that comes from my personal experiences, because as a trans woman myself, it can be hard to get that foot in the door, to establish your name, to get those bookings. And as I become more successful, I kind of want to give back to the community as well. So that's always important to me, is kind of helping others on their journey. And you know what, it's so rewarding seeing people thrive as well. And I think that's what the real reward is from me for doing these things. Well, it's great to put on a really good night and see people come out and be united through music, actually helping other people to thrive and seeing where they can go given the opportunity is fantastic.
And not only that, but also like helping create that environment, and also portions, whether it be a little percentage of it or all of it or whatever, actually contributing back into the community with charities as well. Like, it's so beautiful to see this happening, and this is something that we can forget sometimes. Charities are so important, because not only do they also put on, charity events during Pride for us, like Sparkle, for example, in Manchester, and there's so many other different types of events as well. But like putting that donations and for them to get resources to then have you know, like those phone lines that can be there for people, you know, that are really struggling mentally, or just having that person on the other side of the phone listen to you, whether that be venting, whether that be whatever. You feel so seen and feel so understood as well, which is really, really beautiful. So, like, don't forget the power and the impact that something, an idea that you had in your head, can actually translate into something so extraordinary in like reality as well. So like we can forget that sometimes.
We can, and then sometimes it's just about connecting people as well. So people will come along to an event, they'll make connections with other people at that event, and they'll grow their community, they'll find that sense of belonging. But as you mentioned, you know, a lot of the events I run, we give back to charities as well. So a portion of the proceeds goes to charity, and they provide such vital services, you know, especially at the moment. You know, I think we need those services more than ever, and the ability for people to, as you say, pick up a phone, have a chat if they're struggling. If we can help some of those charities do more of that great work, that's an amazing thing.
Also, I don't know about you, but I'm noticing with some of the younger generation, love to go out, but not necessarily want to drink.
Yes.
So I'm seeing more emerging like sober events as well, and I think that's really nice to have as well. So I could almost imagining you doing like a sober edition. Do you know what I mean? Like that would be even in the daytime, or in like, you know, early evening, where we can all go to bed by 10 and actually feel like, oh, this is nice. We don't feel like, you know what I mean? Just like, because yeah, it's nice to be able to go to spaces that is also not based around alcohol. So I can almost picture that that's something. You bring joy to so many different types of environments. 5%, that would be nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, the idea. But yeah, you're a woman of many, many talents, and we are going to get into a bit of music very, very shortly as well. But just very quickly, former mayor. What?
Yes, yeah, I spent a few years in politics, and yeah, I think I was at a time in my life where I was trying to figure out how I could do most good for the community, and got involved in politics, spent 5 years in that space.
A Wonder Woman in politics.
Absolutely.
This is what we needed. 100%, yeah.
I had such a good time doing that, but I think I came to realise that I could make even more of a difference working for charities, working through music, and actually bringing people together that way. Politics can sometimes be a little bit divisive, and so I found I wasn't quite achieving what I wanted to in that way, but I learned a lot from my time in politics. It was life-changing for me.
Is there something that you're like really, really wanting to do that you haven't yet done?
That's a great question. So I just want to do more of the same, essentially. I think it's taken me a few years to find my spot where I'm really enjoying myself at the same time as making a difference for people, and pushing on with my music career, pushing on with my events. Maybe, you know, I'm thinking about starting up my own record label at the moment. So Mix City has such a great potential to be more than just a club night brand. I think, you know, if I can start up a record label and really through that drive more representation in the dance music industry, champion some of those people who are struggling to get signed, I think that's where I'm going to go next.
Do you know what? You've said it out loud now. You've put it into the universe.
We'll make it happen.
Mix City Records.
Yes. Yeah.
Mix it. That's quite beautiful. And then have those artists as well and producers perform at the events that you do, and it will just grow and get bigger and bigger, and that's really cool, because there are some places where it's quite strict and you have to be, especially with certain, like, you know, channels and media, where you have to be like, right, there are certain styles and vibes that you have to kind of go down. It's like, for example, you can't play rock music on a dance station. It doesn't quite make sense because that's their format. But you have, like, since being able to go, do you know what? This is the thing that I want to do, and I'm doing the thing. And you're doing that in your DJ sets, and you're doing that in your radio show. So you got a radio show on Select.
That's right, yeah. So that was new last year. I joined Select Radio, doing breakfast on Monday mornings, and I just adore that. And what I really like about Select is I can play my sound. So
You can be you.
I can be me, that's right. I can play what I want to play, and people will tune into my show to listen to that. And I guess it took me a long time to get there in my DJ career, because when you first start out DJing, I think I fell into the trap of playing the commercial house, the stuff with broad appeal, and I wasn't really sort of living up to my brand and my sound.
We've all been there.
Yeah, over the last year and a half, I've really started to shift into playing what I want to play, and that seems to be working more than ever now.
Do you know what, you notice it so much in the way that people carry themselves, in the way that they are performing in their DJ sets, in the way that you can hear the passion in their voice presenting. You can feel it all. Like, it's like I once said to somebody, if I'm not enjoying DJing, the person no one's going to dance. If I enjoy myself, everyone else will. If I look like I'm bored, people are going to be bored.
Because I love what I do.
Yeah.
I'm always keen to get in the studio, get in front of the laptop, and either start making music, planning DJ sets, or planning events. And yeah, that's important, but also taking time away as well. One thing I've learned over the years is that I need that time away to sort of focus on myself and just getting lost in the hills, going for a walk to recharge. Yeah, it's so important.
So make sure you stay there. We're going to cut to a break, and then, yeah, we're going to be chatting all things music with Kate Mayer. So stay right there. Welcome back to the Paris Show. Kate Mayer joins us, and we have been talking about music, we've been talking about events, Dollhouse, Mix City, potentially new things maybe in the works, maybe a Mix City Records. Are there any secrets?
I don't think there are. I've done so much over the years. You know, through my life experiences, I've always been keen to share those and talk about them, and to sort of help educate the public as well. So I don't think there's anything that I haven't ever spoken about publicly in the past.
Music-wise, right. So you've just skyrocketed. You've got these releases out.
Yeah.
What made you think, do you know what, I need to get this music out there?
Yeah, it started for me many years ago. So I first started in music production when I was about 15 or 16, but didn't really do much with it at that point in time. I sort of fell in love, as you do, and had a family and sort of pursued a career and income and houses and cars and all of that sort of stuff. And then it was only like 5 years ago where I suddenly got so tired of all of that, and probably not being me, that I thought, right, I'm going to properly push my music career now. So
glad you did.
Yeah, I went and started sort of learning how to do music production properly, joined Toolroom Academy, and it's kind of just snowballed on from there. I love making music. I think I've got such a creative streak in me. I just love making things, and there's something about making music that's it's therapeutic as much as it is great to share what I've produced. And this last year, things have just started to snowball, as I say, and got bigger and bigger. So last year I released Real Life on Happy Sounds, and that was such a big release. First time I'd worked with a proper vocalist, and developed my first track. And then from there, it's been releases on Curious Energy, on Love Zoo, and I've got a very fantastic track coming out in May this year.
Oh,
it's a remix of an Angie Brown song, so I'm quite excited for that one coming out, in a couple of months' time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've been like, are you like me, where you love to geek out on learning? You want to be, you're so obsessed with, you want to learn how to do everything.
Yes, yeah.
And you've been doing this for such a long time, behind closed doors, and in the last 5 years, now releasing this beauty. why did you keep it away from us for such a long time? And it just sounds incredible.
Oh, it has been, yeah. So I think I was just not confident with my capabilities for a long time. So I think a lot of producers tend to find that where we make music and we're our own biggest critics. So,
Oh, yeah.
and it's such a big step putting your music out there for the first time. You know, we all worry, I think, about how it's going to be received. So when something starts to take off, it just gives you so much confidence and sort of pushes you on to that next track.
When you push that button of, right, I'm going to release it on this day and schedule a release, and you press submit, did your heart race 1,000 miles an hour? Because, like, you're putting essentially you out there. Yeah. And I don't know, like, I've been presenting for a little bit, but there's doing a presenter thing and then actually doing a music thing is so different. I feel like you're more vulnerable.
I think so too, and I think the other thing that tends to happen is we've become addicted to statistics as well. So the moment you push the button and that music is live and out there, you tend to be looking and seeing how many streams have I got,
oh, yes.
How many DJs are supporting it, what playlists am I on. So you're going through almost from the moment that you push that button and push it live, and so it can be quite intimidating in a way, but it's great to look back after 3-4 weeks and see, okay, how is it really performing now? And it's so rewarding. So I think my first proper release last year with Didactic MK, who's a fantastic vocalist. It was real life, and we pushed it out on Happy Sounds. It got 6,000 streams in its first week.
That's
and it was
great.
The first time I'd ever had that sort of size and scale of response to my music, and that was fantastic. And then from there, it's just grown and grown.
And like having your own breakfast show as well, and even having the opportunity to even play that on your show and be like, you're not just introducing any artist, no. You're introducing yourself as the artist on your radio show.
Yeah.
That must have felt surreal. Like, just having that, like, oh my gosh, I'm playing my song on my show. Like, what? You know what I mean?
It is very surreal. And when you announce it and you're like, here's a track by me.
It's me.
It's me. I make music. Yeah, it is very surreal. It's a slightly odd feeling because you go from playing the big names in the industry to playing your track, and when the audience start messaging in as well and saying,
what's this song?
What's this song? And that's it. Or I get a lot of my listeners. They're listening while they're at the gym. They listen back. They have me playing while I'm in the gym, and they'll message me afterwards, a couple of days after the show is aired, to say, oh my God, that was fantastic. That was perfect music to work out to. So,
and do you know what? There's nothing better than having a song or a style of music that really resonates with you, especially when you're running or doing weights or whatever. Because, like, mentally, you're like trying to push through that rep, trying to go that extra kilometer or mile or minute. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm on this treadmill. This is killing me. But that music that you've created gives people the drive.
It does.
It gives them that push, and you're actually giving people that encouragement to go that bit more.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel good?
It feels so good.
It made my heart feel warm just saying that out loud.
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing is absolutely extraordinary. Of course, not only as a presenter, but also as an artiste, Kate Mayer. I remember, I don't know if you wanted to mention this at all, but I remember you talking to me on WhatsApp about like different DJ names, artist names and things like that.
Yes.
Did you want to mention that particular name, or you're like, that's just for you and me?
Oh, I'm so like enamored by different DJ names and where the industry is going. So my artist name, Kate Mayer, came from that political past. My time as a mayor. When I was thinking, right, what's my DJ name going to be? I wanted to incorporate some of that political past into what I'm doing today. Inspired by Judge Jules, you know, so from back in the day, Judge Jules.
It's like Judge Judy.
Was a big name DJ.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different judge.
Still is, yeah. But no, Judge Jules, big name DJ, but because they did a law degree and then fell straight into DJing, they incorporated Judge Jules into their name because of their background and history. So that inspired me with Kate Mayer. But then, as well as that, I've got other aliases that I'm sort of, they're waiting in the wings.
Right, so that is and coming up in the near future, perhaps we can talk about that maybe.
Absolutely.
No, that'd be quite cool. Because I mean, like this, you know, people like Calvin Harris that is under so many different aliases. And you know, like when you were thinking about music and thinking, right, what's that niche, what's that genre? But then you have so many different genres that you love and you're like, I want to do a project, I want to do a project in this, I want to do a project in that. Which one is your favourite?
Yeah, so at the moment I'm really focusing on this like high energy house music sound. So it's somewhere between house and techno and tech. It's like it merges them all together. And it's about 135, 140 BPM is where I'm making music at the moment. So it's quite fast, it's quite energetic, and that's my signature space. But as you say, I love making other music as well. So I love really like chill out vibes. I like trancey sounds. I just love to make all different types of music. But you know, from a DJ career perspective, it doesn't work to not have a signature sound that you're known for. So having another alias waiting in the wings to release new music on is important.
Kate Mayer, you are an icon, and honestly, you just keep surprising me every single time I meet you and speak to you and see you. So, like, you're absolutely killing it. Thank you for joining us on the Paris Show. It's been amazing, and come back again soon, please, because we need you to do some DJ sets here. That'd be sick. So, I'll happily be your little you can be crew at the back. Like,
we'll do that.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks again, Kate. Appreciate you being on the show.
No worries.
And listen, we'll see you again soon.